Lords, I begin by thanking all noble lords for their kind wishes sent to my noble friend, and I will certainly be passing all of those on as soon as possible. And indeed, I thank all noble lords for contributing to this debate, including the noble Lord the Minister, although I will point out that in his closing comments, the noble Lord repeated several times, "Don't commit the crime." Well, of course, the child who we're talking about here has not committed any crime at all. It's the future of the child's whole life and family life that we're talking about here, not focusing on the criminal but focusing on the child. Now, I want to particularly thank the noble Baroness Hamway for bringing in, I think, a very important point, that the well-being of children, we're not just focusing on those children, we're focusing on the public interests. The future of our children is the future of all of us. And I think the noble lady made a very useful point by noticing how often the unity of the family is brought up in public debates, but then seems to be excluded from certain parts of the conversation. Now, I think the noble lady Baroness Chakrabarty made a really important point in the context of our current national debate for those who would see us withdraw from the European Convention on Human Rights. It is actually a very flexible instrument, and that indeed reflects the facts of why these amendments have been brought. The noble Lord, Lord Panic, said that asked why these were needed and said it's all there in Article 8 judgments. What the noble lady Baroness Chakrabarty said is that we can set the guardrails. We can say what Article 8 means, and that indeed is what these amendments are seeking to do. Nonetheless, I think we've had a useful debate. I think it's really important, and I think what the noble lady Baroness Hamway said about Skype families, that's an issue I've been working on for a very long while. I think we do have to get a new term, maybe Teams families or Zoom families, or I'm not quite sure what it is. But it is really important to think about the reality of, let's think of a child of 7 or 8 who knows they're never going to be held in the arms of a parent again. And how does the other parent, if there's another parent there, explain that to the child? Nonetheless, I'm sure my noble friend will be looking very closely at this debate and taking on board all of the comments that have been made. So for the moment, I beg leave to withdraw the amendment.